10-kilometer Uyo-Abak Road and Abak Bridge inaugurated. Akwa Ibom State University gets 2 billion naira for infrastructure upgrade. 7 new permanent secretaries take oath of office. Details in just a moment. Very good morning to you and thanks for joining us. My name is Augusta Essien. Of Abak local government area and Ikono, Uyo local government area trooped out in their numbers to witness the inauguration of the 10-kilometer long phase 2 of the dualized Uyo-Abak Road and the suspended bridge on the new alignment at Edienabak. Edemasanya has details.
Governor Kwabio referred to the dualized Uyo-Abak Road and the new bridge at Ediene as a thoroughfare that will not only ensure the safety of lives, but has also joined Abak and Uyo into one large capital city. Kwabio noted that the twists and turns on the whole alignment of the Uyo-Abak Road and the constant breakdown of heavy-duty vehicles on the ascent and descent to the Abak waterside, which imperil lives of road users, informed the realignment of the road. He noted the engineering challenges encountered in the course of the construction and described it as a challenging job. The governor said the road is built to last beyond 30 years.
Today we have created a thoroughfare that will ensure safety of lives, and you don't know whose life would have been involved. And so for us to traverse this place with a dualized thoroughfare, it has opened Akwa Ibom State, and it has joined Abak and Uyo together as part of the Uyo capital city.
The Commissioner for Works, Mr. Donatum, said the technology known as incremental beam launching was deployed in the construction of the bridge, which he noted is adorned with the latest technology in street lighting. Mr. Tem said the Uyo-Abak Road, awarded in May 2011, has 3-lane roads to the whole alignment and is equipped with side drains and walkways at vital points.
The width of this road is nearly 20 meters dualized both sides. The distance is over 340 meters. If you put it on a single lane, you are hitting nearly 700 meters. The height or depth of it is over 34 meters. You can just imagine what has gone into this, both in terms of the courage to approve for it to be constructed in our generation.
The governor also inaugurated the 1-kilometer long Senator Odoidere Crescent off Abak Road, where he stressed the need for peace without bitterness, and also the 1.4 combined length of Ederekpan Street, Jimmy Bassi Street, Utio Street, and Ebongomoiton Close, all within the environs of the Winners Chapel Ikorebidoku in Uyo. Asai.
The Akwa Ibom State University is to benefit from a 2 billion naira fund for further upgrade of infrastructure in the institution. Governor Godswill Akpabio, who announced the donation at the Ubiopa campus of the university while on a visit to inaugurate 20 projects, directed the immediate release of the fund to the institution. Again, Idimasanya has the report which is presented in our studios.
On arrival by the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, members of the academic community, management staff, students, and representatives of host communities. The Governor inaugurated the Library Department, ICT Center, Business Center, Student Affairs Department, and a renovated registry, piggery, rabbitry, goatry, poultry, fish pond, and a greenhouse, among others. He promised to attract more projects to the institution from the Tax Fund, NDDC, ETF, PF when he assumed at the Senate, adding that by September 2015, internal roads in Obiopa campus will be inaugurated. The governor announced that the Federal Executive Council has approved the upgrade and conversion of the Maritime Academy of Nigeria in Oron to a full-fledged maritime university. He urged the students to remain peaceful, shun cultism and get-rich-quick syndrome, and not to allow their peers to lure them into kidnapping.
We are not only going to assure you of the completion of your hostel and the starting of new ones, we are also going to assure you that by December I will come with the governor-elect to commission third roads within this country.
Earlier, the Vice Chancellor of Akwa Ibom State University, Professor Inoibara, had informed the governor that in addition to the 23 projects to be inaugurated, hostel for student accommodation and other projects were ongoing. Said the institution is striving to meet the NUC visitation deadline of 2nd June 2015 for accreditation of more courses.
When we came as a university, we cried that this university must have accreditation. We want to break the jinx. Obiokpa campus has never been accredited in any program. That is why the students that we inherited were to be distributed all elsewhere. Now we have reached that stage that this campus must have full accreditation in all its programs.
7 new permanent secretaries have been appointed into the state civil service. There are Mr. Monday David Akman, Mrs. Emete Friday Muk, Mr. Basi William Omo, and Mrs. Helen Ipel Pabio. Others are Nse Mercy Sang, Nkuburu Nathaniel Ekaiko, and Mr. Nse Joseph Edem. A statement signed by the Commissioner for Information, Mr. Nyekanumana, indicates that the swearing by Governor Godswill Akpabio took place at the chambers of the new governor's office. Also sworn in was the state acting Chief Judge, Justice Stephen Okon. A new Independence Hall has been inaugurated in Abak by Governor Godswill Akpabio. The hall, built at the site of the demolished Abak prison, replaces the old Independence Hall that gave way for the Kotepen-Abak Road dualized carriageway. Chief Akpabio, who described the new hall as befitting, said it will serve as an event center and a meeting place for not only Abak local government area but Abak 5, Ikotopene Senatorial District, and expressed a desire to use it for meetings with his constituents while at the Senate.
Also, there are people who wish to have their meetings there. It will serve the entire Ikotopene Senatorial District, because this is where I'll be having my meetings as the senator representing this area. So, I want to assure you that as your senator, you will continue to live in the coalition houses. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Commissioner for Special Duties, Mr. Emmanuel Inoidem, described the new Independence Hall as a solidarity center and a promise kept, adding that the strategically located hall has taken away the reminders of the captivity which the prison represented from the people's psyche. Mr. Inoidem said the fully air-conditioned hall can accommodate 700 people inside with a capacity of further 300 on their terraces, and is equipped with 13 toilets and 2 urinaries in addition to a dedicated water borehole. While thanking the governor for the project, Mr. Inoidem said the facility also has a holding room, store, manager's office, and a generator house.
That can meet the modern standard of any hall and is capable of accommodating 700 seaters. And also an accompanying terrace that can accommodate 300 seaters.
The inauguration of the new Independence Hall was watched by a cross-section of Abak indigenes, among them the Deputy Governor-elect, Mr. Moses Ipo, who thanked the governor for keeping his promise to the people of the area. If you're just watching us, we told you earlier that a 10-kilometer long phase 2 of the dualized Uyo-Abak Road has been inaugurated by Governor Godswill Akpabio. Also, the Akwa Ibom State University is to benefit from a 2 billion naira fund for further upgrade of the institution. We said that 7 new permanent secretaries have been appointed into the state civil service. They have been sworn in by the governor alongside the state Chief Judge, Justice Stephen Okon. We'll take a break. When we return, the State District Society of Chartered Institute of Administration has organized a public lecture at the University of Uyo. Do stay on with us.
This is a public service announcement. The government of Akwa Ibom State wishes to bring to the notice of visitors and residents of the state steps to take in preventing the incidence or spread of the deadly Ebola virus disease in Akwa Ibom State. The Ebola virus can be contacted through any of the following ways: contact with the body fluids of those who are visibly sick from the disease, contact with the corpse of somebody who died from the disease, contact with an animal that is carrying the virus, especially fruit bats and monkeys. Symptoms of this deadly disease include sudden high fever, persistent headache, diarrhea, vomiting, general weakness, joint and muscle ache, sore throat, chest pain, internal and external bleeding. To prevent this disease, wash your hands regularly with soap and water. Keep your environment clean and properly fumigate your surroundings if you have pests around. Report any suspicious symptoms in yourself or anyone to the nearest health facility immediately you notice them. Medical personnel should use personal protective equipment when handling suspected cases and corpses. Be careful when handling dead bushmeat. Spread the message. Tell your neighbors, colleagues, domestic staff, family members and friends. Akwa Ibom is safer when everyone is educated about Ebola. For more information, call the helplines 0812-769-8984, 0812-769-8959, 0812-769-8949. Ebola kills fast. Spread this message faster. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Information and Communications, Akwa Ibom State.
The people of Ikpe Koronkun in the local government area yesterday trooped out in their numbers to watch the inauguration of the police post renovated by the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Dr. Gloria Det. The inauguration was performed by the Commissioner for Police, Mr. Gabriel Achong, who was represented by the Ikotopene Area Commander, ACP Presley Dode. Olubayo Akindele reports.
Dr. Glory Headed, who expressed gratitude to God, Governor Guthrie Akpabio, his wife Mrs. Unoma Ekaiti Akpabio, for their fatherly and motherly leadership style to the people of Akwa Ibom, said she did not renovate the police post for the police force, but for the benefit of her people and for the maintenance of law and order. She described the project as her own way of giving back to the community. She, however, offered scholarship to any best students in a secondary school that gains admission to the university, and also announced the prize for any best student from GSS1 to XS3.
The reason why we are gathered here, also because of this renovation. It have been if Roque, it can form with them. This police station. And I can say, it's a cinema, order, peace and order in the community.
In his reaction, the Ikotopene Police Area Commander, ACP Presley Dode, who represented the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gabriel Achong, thanked the Commissioner for the initiative of renovating the police posts. He commended the people of the community for their love for the police and solicited their cooperation in making the station fully operational by providing basic amenities like water and accommodation for his men in the community.
Thank the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Dr. Gloria, for the initiative of renovating this place. In fact, this place was opened sometime after the war, in the 70s. And thereafter, they were dilapidated and by initiative, we renovated this place. So God, in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son,
the paramount ruler of the local government, Ntong Udo Efyong Akpan, appreciated the Commissioner for her benevolence towards her people and also showered encomiums on Governor Guthrie Akpabio for his transformation in the local government, and expressed his optimism that the Governor-elect Mr. Udom Emmanuel will follow suit. Responding, the village head of Ikpe Koronkun, Chief Udofyong Ekpeyong, commended the Commissioner for her commitment towards the community and her people, while he pleaded with the Commissioner of Police to send more men to work in the area. The House of Assembly member-elect for Ine State constituency, Mr. Emmanuel Ekpeyong, thanked the Commissioner for the people-oriented project and promised to continue to work with her to develop the area. Olubayo Akindele reports.
And still ahead, the need for corporate governance in administration and employee participation in decision-making were the two main issues discussed at a public lecture at the University of Uyo. The lecture, organized by the State District Society of Chartered Institutes of Administration, took place at the Onyema Ugochukwu Hall. Patience John completes the story.
Welcoming the participants, the State Chairman of the Chartered Institute of Administration, Dr. Isaac Ayandele, said the lecture is to enable the participants to become better administrators in their places of responsibilities. Represented by Mr. Joseph Thomas, he lamented the dwindling growth noticed in the various economies, organizations and businesses due to poor administration and encouraged participants to practice corporate governance where the interests of all stakeholders are considered.
Though there is a little or nothing to be proud about the economic growth and development of Nigeria, but there is room for us to strive to accomplish greater heights through the strict compliance to the spirit and letters of corporate governance and by making the right decisions at all times.
Speaking on corporate governance, the professional administrator's perspective, Dr. Noble Ogugo said, for an administrator to be effective and efficient, the board and management of an organization should be made up of people with leadership dexterity, competence, ethical, and be committed to the values of such an organization. He suggested that administrative techniques that will enhance corporate governance where all stakeholders' interests will be accommodated should be integrated into the operational legal framework of such organizations.
Administration starts from your bedroom through to your kitchen, to your interaction with your children, your interaction with your husband, your interaction with your wife, to your small office where you have just one staff, and closer to where you have several staff, up to the governance of nations. That is administration for you.
Another lecture on employee participation in decision-making by Dr. Emmanuel Ejere justified the need for employee participation in decision-making. According to him, such relationships can boost the productivity of organizations. Dr. Ejere, who is the head of Department, Political Science and Public Administration, University of Uyo, said although there are disadvantages associated with the policy, it is better to adopt as this will boost the self-esteem of employees and make them contribute to their best to the success of such organizations. The Vice Chairman of the Chartered Institute of Administration, Akwa Ibom District Society, Mr. Gerald Ino, said the body is a professional administrative body that teaches policy formulation to ensure that organizational values are achieved. Participants, including the representative of the Permanent Secretary, State Budget Office, Pastor Nicholas Ekarika, described the lecture as timely and as one which has exposed the participants to ideas that will enable them become better administrators. Patience John, reporting.
Now, love pervaded the atmosphere on Thursday as Mr. Moses Priest of Nkotoro, a back local government area, sought his way to Atai Sinobiokma, Roganam local government area, to formalize his union with Ms. Suduarua. The event, which took place at the bride's father's compound, drew friends, family members and well-wishers, including staff of Government House and Ministry of Information. Idara Bongse filed this report, presented in our studios.
Celebration in the air when the bride's parents, bride and the groom were ushered into the arena, accompanied by their friends and associates. Guests and in-laws were treated to different traditional dishes, popularly referred to as Udia Ibenge, Chairman on the occasion, Mr. Sangweluwa, charged the couple to unite in love and exhibit tolerance in their dealings. The event climaxed with the solemnization of the union through the exchange of drinks in the presence of both families, church representatives, and the village, where prayers were offered for the new couple, after which they cut a cake together. Some family members, including the couple, appreciated God for the day.
I want to thank God for making this day a wonderful day.
It's like a dream because it has come to reality. I give all the glory to God in Jesus' name.
Gifts were presented to the couple.
Congratulations there to the newlyweds. And that's a package, but you can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging on to akbconline.org, or you follow us on Twitter at AKBC45U, or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. And now the recap. Akpabio has inaugurated Uyo Back Road and a back bridge. The Akwa Ibom State University is richer by 2 billion naira for infrastructure upgrade. We also told you that 7 new permanent secretaries have been sworn into office. That's a package. We'll be back at 12. Do join us then. Do have a wonderful day ahead.